Hi, I'm Kep Kepner, CPA here in Dallas. I have a very successful client. He built up a business that was a testing laboratory, and it required a big investment in equipment. It required knowledgeable scientists to do the work, and it required business management. And one of the smartest things he did was to hire a manager to run it. Now, he was able to run it himself. He started it from scratch. He bought other businesses to expand his business. So he was able to run it from scratch, but it was all consuming. So there were only as many hours in the day to do the work as he was willing to work. So instead, he hired a manager to do those things so he could concentrate on what he did best, and that was growing his business. He was a scientist himself, so if he wanted to go in and work in the lab, well, he certainly could do it, and he could probably work circles around most of the people that work for him. But that was about his intellectual needs, not about the growth of his business. So he hired a manager to manage all the people, to make sure the supplies were there, to make sure all the equipment was in working order. Then he could go out and get the business. When he did that, he did two things. One, he increased the value of his business, and he increased his own income. Second, he gave himself time to do other things. He laughed about his buddy out in West Texas that could never find time to go hunting. And the way my client described it, he said that buddy of his built a business with his foot nailed to the floor. He was doing everything that the business needed, selling one day, doing accounting the next, working the next on environmental things, doing marketing the next day. He did all these functions and never had time to do anything for himself. So my client was able to do that. So the third thing that he was able to do was that he built in a buyer for his business. The manager that he hired to run his business eventually became the guy that bought the business from him. So he had a knowledgeable buyer who would buy this business at a good price, and that's the way he realized the ability to get his value out of his business. So if you're running around with your foot nailed to the floor doing everything for your business, then maybe you need to give us a call so we can help you separate yourself from your business, build it so that other people can do all that heavy lifting, and still create the kind of profits you need. We can help you with that. Give us a call.